No, the mood's always been good, and that's the thing with this group is, like I said, we've had some good results, and we've had some bad results, we've had some close results, we've had some blowouts. Guys remain consistent, knowing that it is a process and it's day to day.
Looked like it was a pretty spirited session out there. What was kind of the vibe in today's training?
Well, it was quirky that we started out without any power. There was a part of me hoping that we were going to have no power for the whole practice. It was dark, it was hot, the guys were working up a sweat during warm-up. Basketball players can be a little bit precious at times, so when you turn the lights off and the aircon off, it gets them out of their comfort zone a little bit. And they were really good, and then halfway through practice, the lights turned back on and the guys were up and about, so we sort of changed up what the plan was and just went for a scrimmage. We haven't done that for a while, so it was a unique day, but also just sort of adding to what the season's been is you're going to come across some things that don't go in your favour or is not comfortable, and how do you just be a professional and move on from it? You can only control what you can control. And in today's case, we couldn't control the electricity.
Sam and AK likely to be back this week?
Yeah, hopeful. Should be good.
Obviously a big win against Illawarra. Talk us through the momentum heading into this one on Sunday against the Kings.
Yeah, again, same. And this is the real thing. It's just been a process. We don't try and get too ahead of ourselves, and knowing that a lot of the demons that we inflicted this season in the fourth quarter still reared their head against Illawarra. We still had some shots that were wide open that should have gone in. We still missed layups. We still had dudes foul out. We still had guys out from injury. But this time it was that they got over that hurdle a little bit and they stayed, they trusted it a little bit more, which was good. Hopefully, if anything, it just provides a little bit of belief. But again, the important thing is that the day-to-day remains the same.
Is there any specific focus, though? The win's important, but you've spoken a lot about that defence and rebounds and getting these points and open shots. Is that something you've been working on the last few days?
Oh, from day one. It's the same things. You can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You just got to try and refine it a little bit. And again, showing the areas where it works, the areas of improvement. It's not that we're not capable, it's building those reps and making sure it becomes more consistent.
And I guess how important was it to get that win to be able to prove that the guys know that they can actually win and compete against some of these top teams?
Yeah, it was more like a sense of reward for these guys than anything, just to understand that they can do it, that they are capable. It's again, I give them credit in a sense that we haven't quit, and the guys have stayed resilient and they stayed true to the process, and they don't take shortcuts. It's easy, and even for my coaching staff, for them to enjoy it. Kez, Will, Mitch do a fantastic job with the scout, and it can be a bit tedious. You're watching a lot of footage to be able to go through what their sets are, what they run, personnel, what the players' preferences are, how we should defend them. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and it can be frustrating because, one, it's a thankless job. Some guys don't understand the extent of detail that goes into what the assistant coaches do. But, you can sit there, wake up each morning and go, why do we bother doing this if we just keep losing it in the fourth quarter? So, for them to understand, I appreciate them keeping the standard because they still come in early, they still rebound for these guys, they still do a lot of hours that go unseen. I leave the office, they're still there working. So it's cool that they get the reward of that as well, to just say, hey, we keep chipping away. It's about the process, it's about being professional, and I can't fault them for it.
Is 2025 a new year for the Tigers?
Well, it's a new year in general. Yeah, it's a new year in general. It's a good year.
Rob obviously iced the game last week with a big shot in the pressure. That's why your crew to go like that to ice games for you. How happy you've been this last month, and where do you kind of see his next month?
Yeah, Rob got fouled on the shot too. If he had different initials, he probably would have got the and one call in his favour. But he had a massive game for us, and even then it wasn't like, to play a bit of devil's advocate, it wasn't like he had an outstanding game. He put up 26 shots to get 28 points. There's a lot of guys that can do that. So there's still room for improvement for him. But again, we needed him to step up in the big moments, and he did.
It felt good, man. Felt like that's what we was supposed to do. We went there, did what we were supposed to do.
Is there anything you learned from that to bring into Sunday's game against the Kings?
Just that we can compete with anybody, so when we step on the court, we shouldn't feel like we less of or not as good as any other team, for real. As long as everybody got their confidence and, everybody come ready to play.
It's been a struggling few weeks for you guys, or a few months, should I say. I guess, what's the focus heading into that Kings game? How do you get another win on the board?
Just try to bring the same intensity, same energy, and just, guys do their job. Guys make plays, offensively and defensively.
In terms of, I guess, this week on the training track, Forde said it was a bit more fun out there today, a bit of a scrimmage. Kind of, how do you enjoy that environment and getting to work closely with the boys and try and pump them up?
Yeah, I like to work out, I like to get shots up, and I like to hoop. So whenever we scrimmage like that, it's what I love, what I come to practice for. So no shade at the other drills, but I like to play fives. And that's what we did today. So, that's what the game is. That's what the game gonna be on Sunday, just, 5-on-5. So just gotta figure it out. The more we play that, still, get used to each other and different lineups, different matchups. I feel like the better we get.
What's been Forde's messaging or the coach's messaging heading into the big contest on Sunday? Obviously it's a away game, you guys have played in nearly a week now.
Just following the game plan. They draw it out for us on how to guard guys and how to score on their defense and different coverages. So I think we just stick to that game plan, and like I said, we all just come ready to play. I think give us a good chance.
Let's just talk about that shot one more time. How did it feel in the moment, and have your family back home seen it and realised how clutch it was?
Oh yeah, they seen it, but I didn't even really see it in the moment. I was on the floor, but I seen that it had went in, and I was like, oh yeah, bet. Next play. I was hyped for a minute because they called timeout, but next play, still got to get a stop. And we got the stop. Taryn got the stop. And then we ended up going to the free throw line, and that was a crazy sequence. That was probably one of the craziest games I've been a part of, but it felt good, though, after the game. It's in the locker room, but it just felt like that's what we were supposed to do. It wasn't like we was in there popping bottles or celebrating like a championship game. It was just another day, business. We got the win, they didn't.
Do you think the energy has changed since then after getting that win after 15 straight losses?
Damn, it was that many? Yeah, I guess. I know me, myself, I'm a little bit more positive, but I try to stay positive every day. But, when you lose like that, doing something you love, really the only thing that, you basically here for is not going as planned. So it's kind of frustrating and sad, but, we been more positive around here and just got the chip on our shoulder that we can compete with anybody, and the season not over. If we continue to get a couple more wins, like, never know what can happen in this league, for real.